Hi, this is part 2 of our demo on building the application for the ice cream order form. So what I've done here since our last video ended is I put a few comments in the area where we've listed all the prices for things, the constants, and I completed the user form initialize procedure and went ahead and put a few internal comments in here too. And I'm using a style where I put a quote mark and then 3 asterisks to show a major division in the code. And let's just see what happens right now when I run the program. So I'll go over to Excel and run the macro. And let's say I ordered 2 scoops of vanilla. So I can go ahead and check all these things if I feel like it. But you'll notice that actually there's no code for these yet, so nothing happens related to them. And because things aren't consistent, scoop price hasn't been set, I'm getting 0 as the cost. Alright, so I know I have work to do. And what I'm going to do now is divide it up. Now I have here in my specification a list of things. Get the number of scoops, get the flavor choice, and set the flavor price, and then the ice cream cost, and so on. So what I want to do is the next couple of steps. So let's come back over here. Back to the code. And the part where I get the number of steps, that's great. No need to change that. Now, but now I need to get the actual cost. I need to figure out which kind of ice cream I'm getting and set the scoop price accordingly. So let's put a new comment in here to do that. So I'm going to say, and this is a major step, get the price, and I might as well get the name at the same time, the chosen flavor. Okay, so the scoop price, I can use that. And what I want to do is also have, I'm going to call this flavor name. So I need a dim. Flavor name as string. And then when I'm printing the receipt, I can use it. Now, I might not have realized that. Whoops. Didn't spell this right. I might not have realized that till I went to do the receipt. But because I've done it before, I know I need it. So this is a little unrealistic, but there we go. So all right, how am I going to do this? Well, remember, this is based on the option buttons. So I need an if that's based on the option buttons. And what I'm going to say is, all right, if option vanilla value equals true, then, and you know what, I always like to put the end if in right away so I don't forget it. So if the vanilla option is true, then what I'm going to do is set the scoop cost equal to, well, this should be the scoop price. So I made a convention here that price is the price for one and cost is the cost for all of them. So I'll say scoop price equals vanilla price, and I also want the flavor name equals vanilla. Okay, now I think that's all I need to do, but suppose it was something else. Now, I could have a separate if for each one actually, but what I want to do is also check, I want to go through them in turn, and I know that they are mutually exclusive, so I might as well use an else if here. So I'm going to have else if opt chocolate dot value equals true, then Okay. I think probably just need to do that. Let's try that. Yes. Also has to be one word. Scoop price equals the chocolate price and the flavor name equals chocolate. Okay. Now another else if for the strawberry case. Then, okay, here I'm going to put that scoop price equals strawberry price and the flavor name equals strawberry. All right. Now, I'm actually going to have an else. Suppose I forget to pick something. Well, there's actually something I can do here. I'm going to use what's called a message box. And what I'm going to do is just have it tell the user, please choose a flavor. And then that'll show a little box with an OK button in it. And after they've done it, I'm going to exit the subroutine, which actually does something pretty nice in this case because it leaves things set up for them to go ahead and try again. Alright, now computing the cost of the ice cream now, well, the scoop price, this will work now, and I'll use the scoop price, and this will work, and this will work so far. We haven't done toppings yet, of course. So now when we print the receipt, I'm going to say you ordered how many scoops of, and I want to put the flavor name in here. So first of all, let's go ahead and continue the line so we don't get too far out in right field there. So I'm going to indent it a little. And then I'm going to say scoops of, put a quote. Don't forget your ampersand. I'll put my flavor name, another ampersand, and a quote. So now it should give the name of the flavor, and it should give the correct price. Alright, let's save that and go over to Visual Basic and run the macro. Alright, so I'm going to order 2 scoops of strawberry, and let's see what happens. So I got my 2 scoops of strawberry ice cream, I got the price, the tip, and the total. So great, so far so good. Now notice though that if I go ahead and pick toppings, nothing happens. Also, I'm sort of doubling up here. What I'd like to do is have it start over if I want to try another order. So let's close this and come back here. The way to make it clear things up is to put list receipt dot clear as the first thing in printing the receipt. So now let's save that and give it a try. Okay, so we'll do 2 scoops of strawberry. Alright, that worked. And now if I do 2 scoops of chocolate instead, see that it changed and it cleared it before I put that on. Now in order to test what happens when I don't choose anything, I have to start over. Because once you've picked anything, you can't unselect. So let's go ahead and run this, and suppose I try to order 2 scoops without picking a flavor. There's what the message box looks like. I'll push OK, and now basically I've started over again. The program's still running, but the order button routine is not running because I jumped out of it. So now if I go ahead and choose a flavor, it works. Alright, The next video is going to show you how to implement the toppings.